Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Carnivore, Keto, Carnivish, all kinds of things that we are here. But one thing that we are is always on our journey, working towards our goals and not shooting off the road for little sojourns to different places that we think we deserve because we've worked hard. Isn't that such a typical thing of us foodies? We think we've worked so hard and like we get on the scale or something like that. And how do we reward ourselves? With crappy food. It's great when we can get to the place where we go to the store and we get a new pair of jeans that's a size smaller. That's the real reward. But, that's just the nature of the beast of food addiction, is that we reward ourselves with food. Heck, we've just got done with probably about 3 months worth of eating, looking forward to the season. Are you looking forward to the season for the spirit of the season, or because your sister makes those dessert bars that are just to die for, and you have to wash your hands about 3 times just to get the grease and the fat off of them and lick all the other things that get stuck in the crevices, right? Is that the spirit of the season? For some of us, it is. For some of us, it was. And, it takes a lot to get over it. For some of us on our food journey, we get to places where, is it time to give up the veg? A year ago, I wasn't thinking about that. A year ago, I was happy that I could just give up my my diet soda or my you ever get that one smudge and you just can't get rid of it? A year ago, we were working on giving up maybe, the pink packets that we had become totally addicted to, or the yellow ones. The yellow ones I've heard from people are the toughest to give up because I don't know. There's just something very addictive about Splenda. So, and now we get to veg. Look, I've given up the sugar. I've given up the grains. I've given up the snacking. I've given up you fill in the blanks. And now you're asking me to go even cleaner with my food plan? I am hearing so many things privately in emails and other places about the damage and the pain and the PIA of the veg, with what a horrible habit, with the giving up the veg, or the damage that the veg can do. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, but I gave up the veggies, and that 3-year pain in my leg, so painful. I would look at the stairs to the cellar where I have my, what I call a Walmart room, which is kind of funny because we don't even have a Walmart here, or my 2 freezers, or my washer dryer, or the litter box, or any of those things. And I'd plan a trip. It's like, again, obnoxious. So I'd get down there and I'd have all these different things to do. And I'd try to condense my trips down there. Getting up the stairs was like torture. Stairs are still kind of tough. They just are. Could be that I'm 69. I don't know. But the stairs upstairs to the bedroom, or the stairs downstairs to the basement with all the little things that I have to do, I would plan trips because it was so unbelievably painful. And I'm not sure what happened, but I'm not having veggies anymore, and I'm not having pain in my leg anymore. And I tell you, I was given scripts for ibuprofen, had the MRI, had the x-rays, did the exercises. I mean, I was really doing a lot of it. The first time it was that, oh God, the thing in the back of the leg, that's a cyst and it pops. I had one of those about 4 or 5 years ago, And I thought this was the same thing, but it wasn't. The pain just didn't go away, didn't go away. It was on my right leg, not in the fatty part of the calf, but kind of halfway between the shin and the fatty part. It was like this circle. And it's funny because Greg has the pain today too. But it just went away. And so did the veggies. Is there a connection, correlation? Who knows, but it went away. And my legs are tired at the end of the day. They always will be. I have what I call waitress legs. So after dinner, when Greg and I are, doing our guilty pleasure TV, my legs are elevated, so my feet are higher than my heart. So the fluids, blood, whatever it is, can kind of drain. It just kind of works that way. And then I get a good night of slumber, deep, really rejuvenating slumber. I sleep on a Tempur-Pedic, and I have a My Pillow. I have 3 sizes of My Pillow. I use the middle one, being Goldilocks. I use the middle one. That's my Goldilocks one. But then the other 2 come in handy when there's just those nights. I haven't had those nights in a long, long, long time. But they do happen. But for the most part, my physical feeling is so improved with just being carnivore. And here it is. Here it is, Carnivore Month. Huh. So I don't know if it's this way for everybody, but I'm 69 with this well of energy that a year ago, I would have thought I was pretty energetic at 68 with my keto food plan. But now, what am I, 5, maybe 6 months into the carnivore plan? And the few final little tidbits are gone. Everything was gone. I had tapered on some of the stuff, but about 5 months ago, I gave up my alternative sugar in my cuppa. By the way, do you have your cuppa? Mm-hmm. And it was noticeable. How could it not be? If I'm having sweetened coffee all my life, and then all of a sudden I don't have the Zyla, I don't have the erythritol, but I got through it, and now I look forward to, I don't know, the more roasted coffee flavor. I still use Keto, Kitu. It's a non-dairy creamer that has MCT powder in it and other goodies. And I only buy the unsweetened. They have hazelnut and vanilla, but it has monk or stevia or both in it. And so I gave those up. And in my tapering, I would take like the hazelnut and mix it with the unsweetened regular Keto. And then when the day came that there were no more alternatives, I mailed a big box of the alternative sugars out to Miss Joyce in Kansas. It was pretty funny. Excuse me. And in my pantry purges, I find that I still have more because I've always been kind of a hoarder with things like that. Like I have about 6 jars of ragu pizza sauce because it's the lowest carb sauce out there. And when I make a little burger, sweet Italian sausage casserole, I mean, it couldn't be more minimalist. I put like a tablespoon of that in there, and then I slap some cheese on top of it. And that's what I call a casserole today. So I do that, and then I use the ragu. It's like 2 tablespoons on the entire pizza on Sunday. It's just a smear. That's not something that I'm thinking of giving up. I gave up the almond flour and the alternative sweeteners. Those are the last 2 things that went. Do I have regrets? No. I was putting some couple of spices too on my pizza, and I stopped that. It's just amazing with the give ups. The extra supplements that I was taking, they've kind of gone by the wayside. I just have plenty slash ample amounts of Celtic salt crystals, pink Himalayan salt in my water and coffee, as well as the Redmond ancient salt on my meat. And I also have a salt company, I think it's out of San Francisco, that's also where I get my Epsom salts, my big thing of Epsom salts that I cut with Dr. Teal's Epsom salts for my bath. And this is I guess it's a roasted salt. Yeah, it's kind of like it gives a roasted flavor to it. So I have a little packet of that. It was like $8 for like an ounce or something, maybe 2 ounces. And I sprinkle that on the meat. Sometimes I sprinkle it on the meat that wasn't cooked on the big green egg, like a burger or something like that. And that's about as fancy Nancy as I get. And it just works for me. And I never, I eased into this. So if you're doing Carnivore Month to the best of your ability, that's how you're doing it. It's to the best of your ability. So ease off on the I should, I need to, I must. Stop beating yourself up. If you want to beat yourself up, pull out the scale and weigh yourself every day. Right? We all have one of those that we can beat ourselves up with. But if you're attempting to give up some of these things and just move to an all animal product diet, it is what it is. Go easy on yourself. You used to punish yourself in other ways with starving yourself. Here's a new diet. Here's a new food plan. Here's a way of life. It's having like a steak or a wonderful burger. We get top sirloin, and I'm telling you, the fat cap on this top sirloin is like this thick. It goes like that. Ground at the butcher. It's like $12 a pound to have it ground, but I'm telling you, that is the best burger. I make mine so very rare. It's almost like raw on the inside, but it's warm. It is so tasty. And I have a 9 or 10 ounce patty that, I form. Then I open it up. I put 1 slice of cheese. Oftentimes it's the Whole Foods organic hickory smoked Gouda. There's a mouthful. And it's so tasty. Put it back on, pinch it, and I make mine thicker because I like it rarer on the inside. And then I kind of patty down Greg's because he likes his more medium rare. And then a slice of that hickory smoked organic Gouda from Whole Foods. You go ahead, you say it 3 times at 3:52 in the morning. And that goes on top. And that is what we have on Fridays, along with a spicy Italian sausage link. It's about that 4.5 to 5 inch thing, cut in half. That's what from Whole Foods as well, with all the animal welfare, blah, 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 blah. And that's that Friday meal. It's delicious. But, I'm used to this now. I'm adapted to this now. I look forward to this now. It's kind of like that saying that I think is very poignant and true, and filled with wisdom: be happy with what you have and not with what you don't have. And I know a lot of my years were spent not being happy because I didn't have something. What a waste. What a waste. Instead of being happy with what I did have. But now that I'm carnivore, being happy with my all animal product food plan makes me happy. It makes me content. It makes me satiated. Who knew? I guess it was a goal that I never ever thought to get towards. And now that I have, it's like, I'm not trading it. I'm not trading it. I'm not going back to feeling that way. Sure, I miss a salad. Sure, I miss those taco salads or a Caesar salad with something like, chicken on it, or just any sort of, I miss my lettuces. Of course I do. They were fun. I loved having one of those things. It took a while to eat. You saw my big salad bowls. I started buying like these fancy, expensive fruit bowls at Macy's, Crystal or some sort of China, that Pomeranian, whatever it is, and brand. And I'd put the big, I'd look forward to it all day. And then, the crumbled blue cheese, things like that. And then the lettuce turned on me. It said, we don't like you anymore. We're going to react. I guess that's a sign with the veggies that they aren't working anymore, because the more you simplify and limit what your choices are on your accepted food item list, the veggies can show up and hurt or just cause problems. You know, read the Fiber Menace. It's so amazing. We think we're supposed to have all this fiber, and it's like you have to tone out all the la la la. By the way, did you know at the Golden Globes it was a plant-based diet of food offerings? Did you know that? It was a meatless. Oh my God. I'm just sitting there thinking of all these women that like are so used to starving themselves anyway so they can fit into their beautiful gowns that were like designed a month before, so you can't afford a pound or more, right, ever, whatever. And then after, then it's the Golden Globes and they're having all of these items that, I don't know, used to bloat me up like a beach whale. And I'm just sitting there thinking about them, drinking the champagne, having all their plant-based items at the Golden Globes. I'd need a shawl to cover myself up when I left because I'd be so potty. Do you remember that when you used to have all those veggies, what they did to your gut? I have a picture of my gut just in full glory of like what bloat did to me. Not a pretty place. So it's great to not have that bloat that the plant-based or, heavily plant-based keto did to me. Maybe not to you or other people, but for me, that's one of the best parts about being carnivore. I feel satiated. I feel full. But if full is like a spectrum, it's the first part of the full. It's like, I know I'm full. I saw what I ate. I had a 1-pound ribeye. Okay. So I'm satiated and comfortable, but I'm not bloated. I'm not like, oh my God, I ate so much. I'm not in a food coma. It's like my body went to the gas tank at the gas station and I filled up and I'm good to go. Any questions? It just, because I'm a human, I get to pick the beautiful, wonderful, tasty ribeye steak that I had. So it's not like just gas, just fuel. It's like this wonderful, nutritionally dense item. That's the carnivore food plan. And it's working for me. I'm 69. I took the plunge. A lot of you have too. So I hope it's working for you. I hope that you're sitting there saying, well, it's the 20th of January, you're saying, I'm sticking with this. This is pretty good. I haven't slept this way. I haven't had this energy. That ache in my shoulder, it's kind of going away. Does that have something to do with veggies? How could it? That's weird. Huh. Okay. Make your own discoveries and let me know how it's going for you, because sometimes it's just amazing. It is. So hang in there. Keep doing it. It's an elimination food program, if nothing else, and you can learn what your body might not like anymore. Who knew? These things happen as we age, right? We don't have to get older, but, we do add the years. But we don't have to do it the way that we see out there. Go to Walmart. Go walk around. See. You don't have to be like that. You can stand erect. You can have energy. You can lift your own bags. What a great place to be. And let's not even talk about the meds. Oh my God. You can reverse a lot of chronic diseases. Who knew? It's great. Thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.